new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire, the no-show. Who set you back because they didn't show up on day one, or day two, or ever again. And now your product launch is delayed because you're talking to alien abduction podcasters to track them down. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can help make sure your next hire sticks. In fact, businesses who use LinkedIn are 24% less likely to reopen a role in the next 12 months. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, a podcast dedicated to the history and lore of the Final Fantasy series. Join us as we take a deep dive into the different worlds, characters, and so much more. Welcome back, Warriors of Light, to another episode of the Final Fantasy Lorecast. I am one of your hosts, Ben of Temeria, and then also with me is one of my other hosts, Steven.
Yo, we're riding solo today, Ben.
Yes, we are. Trey, unfortunately. Let's talk about Trey. This is the episode where we bash Trey all over. And then when he listens to this, he'll probably yell at us. But it happens. But so today we are still in our season 2 with summons, and this is going to be a long season because there's a lot of summons. I was thinking we might end with 10 episodes this season and do another season of summons later down the line. I was thinking doing the main ones, but
get the good ones out of the way.
Yeah. But this week we have another major summon in the series, and that is Titan. And to start off, Titan is a recurring creature in the Final Fantasy series, most often appearing as a summoned monster. It attacks Gaia's Wrath, sometimes called Anger of the Land or Earth Fury, deals earth elemental damage to all opponents, but is useless against airborne foes. So, Titan and Garuda are not the best matchups.
Interesting, isn't it?
Right. It's just go and watch Avatar Last Airbender. Aang, when he airbends, does not go well against earthbenders. For a very good reason. Have you not seen Avatar?
No. No.
Oh, you hear that, folks? Yeah, that's not good.
No. It was after my time. I can't sit down and watch a cartoon unless it was a cartoon I watched as a kid.
Yeah, that's fair. But, so with Titan, we start with Final Fantasy III, just like all summons, because that's where they all started. Right. Titan can be summoned by evokers, summoners, and sages. Is attained by purchasing the level 5 summon magic spell Hyper. A separate entity in the same of the same name also appears in the game, serving as a boss within the Ancient's Maze. So, just like any other, the older Final Fantasies, a lot of the summons tend to be monsters that you fight in-game or, a secret boss from time to time. So, and then now we have Final Fantasy IV. So, Radia can summon Titan. She summons Titan initially against Cecil and Kain in Mist. When she discovers they killed the Mist Dragon, the 2D and 3D version, Titan shakes the earth and a landslide separates the Mist Valley from the Damkayan Desert. Titan is available as a summon after Radia rejoins the party in the Dwarven Castle. In the 2D releases, it is a casting time of 5 and cost 40 MP to summon, dealing non-elemental damage against all ground opponents. In the 3D releases, Titan costs 30 MP to summon and deals earth elemental damage to enemies. And then on the easy type version, the casting time was reduced to 4.
Interesting, they had him non-elemental at first.
Right. And it's I have yet to play 4 because this is where the Mist Dragon comes from. And if anybody has read the Final Fantasy Lost Stranger manga, the Mist Dragon does appear in the first 2 volumes of the Lost Stranger manga. And yeah, it's not good. It's kind of scary when, you know, the main character is not OP.
Yeah.
And then now we jump to Final Fantasy V. Titan is a level 3 summon for the Summoner Job class. It attacks the party inside the Karnak meteorite and becomes unable as a summon once defeated. Titan takes 25 MP to summon and deal earth damage against all ground opponents, but misses against aerial opponents. So this is a very common occurrence right now. Titan just sucks at fighting flying monsters.
Yeah. I mean, he's not really ever that useful in any game I've ever played. I don't think I ever use him in any of them.
Yeah, that's fair until, you know, later games.
Right. Yeah, until later games, then he gets
Then he gets a pretty big power boost for very specific reasons. But yeah. And then now we have Final Fantasy VII, everyone's favorite Final Fantasy.
Nope.
Okay, okay, Steven. Okay, we all know yours is 9, okay? No, wait, no, I thought it was 8. It's 8, no, right?
Absolutely not.
But Final Fantasy VII, Titan casts Anger of the Land for 46 MP. The Titan summon materia is found in the destroyed Gungaga Mako reactor. The materia is not visible when the player can first visit, but the player can still attain the materia by observing the ruins of the Mako reactor. If the player returns after they have the high wind and not already obtained the Titan materia, the materia will be visible to the player.
Yeah, that's when you go look at when you follow and you're trying to find the huge, I think it's the huge materia at the time that your party and Shinra is after.
Yeah.
They show up thinking that it's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, psych, it's just dumb old Titan that you're never going to use.
Yep. And then the Titan spell power is equal to 2.0625 times the base magic damage. So, math. Yay. So, yeah, as you can tell, Titan so far is not the, I don't know, fan favorite or like more or less not that useful yet.
No, I mean, he's just always there. I mean, that's what you can give him in the early games is he is there.
Yeah.
He's just not.
Yeah, and Sharp in chat says the hate for Titan is real.
I mean, yeah, just wait till you get to later games. Then
yeah, then you'll really hate him. Mm-hmm. So now we go to Final Fantasy IX, which is Steven's favorite. Look at that. Titan appears alongside the Eidolon Fenrir, and the default attack when summoned by Eiko, Terrestrial Rage, deals earth elemental damage to all opponents for a cost of 30 MP. Although Titan's name is not mentioned in-game, it is revealed in the Japanese exclusive Final Fantasy IX art book and the Play Online version of Tetra Master.
Yeah, that's the card game. Yeah, they don't ever say his name, but he's just when you do the summon for Fenrir, like a giant fist, like a stone fist comes out of the ground and launches the enemy into the air.
Which is kind of like obvious that's Titan.
Yeah.
But, people who are not familiar with Final Fantasy might not know that, so now you do. Right.
And I don't understand the Fenrir, like, that was a weird... that one I didn't understand. Why they...
Fenrir is ice summons, is typically.
Yeah, because it's the Nordic, it's Loki's wolf.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually, associated with ice. But it's with Titan in this one.
Yeah. And then now we jump to Final Fantasy XI. So Titan is the Earth Elemental avatar that can be summoned by summoners. The quest to attain Titan, Trial by Earth, starts in Bastok, the Hume city notable for the mining industry. Titan has the ability to give stone skin to all party members in range, protecting them for all damage for 15 minutes, or until the maximum amount of damage has been absorbed. Titan can also use a variety of blunt attacks and earth elemental magic. Many of these Titan's abilities have added status effects. Okay, that's insane that Titan gives you stone skin for 15 minutes. In an MMO, 15 minutes is a long time.
Is it like 15 real life minutes or 15?
It's essentially so buffs in game typically go by real life minutes compared to game minutes.
Interesting.
Because there's not really it's long. That's why so when you play most RPGs, when you do status effects, typically it goes by real world time, not game time, because there's not really a good way to calculate game time and convert it to real world, like mentally.
Yeah.
Because a lot of time, it depends on the game too. Some games are like every couple seconds is a minute, or like every 2 seconds is a minute, or something stupid like that.
Right.
So. And then it was originally a member of a tribe of giants, the Titans, who lived on the south of the Quan continent. The tribe was a conflict with the people of the neighboring city over their ownership and use of the forest. Despite their great physical strength, the Titans were overwhelmed until one day a little girl called Damadalus, we'll go with that, was looking for a runaway lamb and stumbled upon what looked like the corpse of a Titan. It was still alive, and overcoming her fear, Daedalus showed him compassion by tending to his wounds. The Titan befriended the little girl, but the citizens discovered what was going on and captured the Titan and brought him back to the city. Daedalus threw herself in front of him to stop him from being executed. The goddess Altana took pity and called both their souls to heaven and transformed Titan into the celestial avatar of Earth. Daedalus is the name of the brightest yellow star in the Titan constellation. And then Titan is also the name of one of the servers used within the game.
Was used.
Yeah. It still is because, 11 is still an ongoing MMO. It's just not as popular.
Yeah, God bless you if you play it still.
Yeah, just go watch YouTube videos if you want to play. Like look up 11's lore and whatnot. Like,
or listen to this.
Or listen to this exactly. Or listen to the show.
Yeah.
But at that point, we are going to take a quick mid break and be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his perfect bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
Are thoughts about food, exercise, and your body taking up too much space in your brain? You aren't alone, and you don't have to live this way. Equip provides 100% virtual, evidence-based treatment for all diagnoses and all bodies. With Equip, you'll get a dedicated care team, including a therapist, medical provider, dietitian, and a recovery coach who has actually been in your shoes. Lasting recovery is possible. Visit equip.health to book a free consultation today.
Welcome to the middle of the show where we talk about everything with the podcast that has nothing to do with the lore of Final Fantasy. And I almost said a different freaking podcast. I did this yesterday when I was recording for Witcher. I almost said Wizarding World, and I almost said Witcher today. So this is the Final Fantasy Lorecast. But yes, I want to thank all of our patrons for supporting us. Thank you for Highland Cubby for supporting us. And if you too want to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/Final Fantasy Lorecast. And you can get ad-free episodes or even join us at the end of the month on the show of topic of your choosing. We don't have a topic yet for this month, but I know we will. And it's spooky month, so we can do something scary if Highland wanted to, or anybody. So we'll see. So, if you join us there. You can also support us in a few other ways. You can support us on and give us reviews on Apple and Spotify. If you have a 5-star review on Apple with some words, we'll read it out loud on the next time on the show, as well as a rating or a comment on Spotify. We don't have any Spotify comments this week. But you can leave a comment on each episode and tell us what you like, what you want to hear next, or anything of that sort. And if it's a nice comment, we'll read that out loud on the next time of the show as well. You can also find us on a few different Discords, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my Discord, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and as well as the other shows that I host, the Holocron Histories, the Witcher Lorecast, and the Wizarding World Lorecast. And those links are in the description below. And I'm trying to think. I think that's all that we have. Oh, and I do want to have a shout out to our follower on the Discord and the show. Sharp just started 14.
Oh, no.
So,
kiss your time goodbye, Sharp.
Yeah, right. It's so much fun, and you're gonna love it. So, welcome to MMO world.
Got another one.
Yep. But with that being said, we are going to get back into the show. Oh, and he chose Lancer/Dragoon.
Of course, join the club.
All right, let's get back to more Titan.
This summer, say I do.
I am marrying a stranger.
Like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts.
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name is Paul Brunson.
More couples.
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
And more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight, now streaming. New episodes Thursdays, only on Peacock.
And I would say, before we really kick off with Titan, I will comment to Sharp's comment here, Lancer grind. It is and it isn't. I mean, the best way if you want to gain levels for your class/job, do the monster hunting, the hunting log. Do that till you hit level 15. Once you hit 15, literally just do dungeons and you'll get to level 30, not like with no time. Just saying. But anyway, we'll get back into Titan. So now we have Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings. So this is the the DS game, right?
Yeah, not the main game, yeah.
And Titan is a rank 3 Earth physical summon. His regular attack is Landslide, and the special attack, Gaia's Wrath, deals heavy earth damage to all surrounding enemies.
No, I've never played Revenant Wings, but I wonder if it has... Maybe Sharp can tell us in the chat if he's played it. But Revenant Wings, I don't know if they have the actual summons in it, or if it's kind of like in the regular 12 where they're all ships. Because
I would imagine, I believe these Revenant Wings is Revenant Wings is like regular summons. You're thinking 13. 13 is the one where they're like ships, I thought.
No, that's 12.
Am I getting that backwards?
I think they're not quite summons in 13, but 12 they're definitely the airships. Like, remember when we did Shiva, they showed the airship.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, speaking of 13, Final Fantasy 13, Titan is a fal'Cie who watches over Grand Pulse. It is a colossal, easily dwarfing other fal'Cie, and being able to eat the giant adamantortises,
The big turtles.
As it would but morsels. Titan appears in a group of missions known as Titan's Trials. Its mission to guide the evolution of Grand Pulse fauna. By the events of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, Titan lost his power and crumbled, his remains scattered across the dead dunes. Poor Titan.
Sharp did say in the chat that they do have regular summons in Revenant Wings. They're just goofy looking, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was a DS game, so...
Yeah, it's true.
DS game animations and cheapy looking stuff, so yeah.
Yeah.
And then now we get to Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh boy.
So Titan is one of the primals of Eorzea, summoned by the Kobold Beast Tribe. Titan was one of the classic summons spotted in earlier trailers, but due to real world circumstances, he and Leviathan did not appear until A Realm Reborn. So in base game 1.0, Leviathan and Titan never showed up. When Realm Reborn launched a year after 1.0. So essentially, Realm Reborn is 2.0 Final Fantasy XIV. That's when they actually implemented Titan and Leviathan into the main story.
Interesting. Sharp did send over the picture of Titan from Revenant Wings, and it literally looks like Wind Waker graphics.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Good. Oh no.
Not even Wind Waker graphics, like bad Wind Waker graphics.
Oh gosh. And so he is a part of the initial A Realm Reborn main scenario quest and is fought as a boss in the naval. In battle, his signature attack is Earth and Fury and will wipe the player party if the heart is not destroyed in time. Defeating Titan in Hard and Extreme award player with Earth-themed weapons as well as some materials for crafting furniture. Additionally, Titan is fought in the Weapons Refrain, an ultimate difficulty raid added in the Stormblood expansion along with Garuda and Ifrit. And then Titan Edgy can be summoned by a player to assist them in battle along with Ifrit Edgy and Garuda Edgy. Now, those are specifically for the summer class, the summer job. They're the only ones that can summon Garuda, Ifrit, and Titan as like little edgies, and they can also summon the Phoenix and Bahamut, smaller versions of them, which is awesome. Bahamut being the biggest of all of them. So.
Now, I see that you get materials for crafting furniture.
Yes.
What do you use furniture for?
Housing.
Oh, man.
There's a housing system. Now, I will say, housing in Final Fantasy XIV is not cheap. So, to buy a house, you have to have... Well, first off, you need to buy land, if it's available. That's 3 mil for a small plot. It's 3 million gil. To build a house on it is a minimum of a 1 million gil. And on top of that, they use an actual economic system for housing itself to where they actually have limited spaces for housing. So not everyone can have a house, and they do the same.
Get away from it.
And they do the same thing with apartments. Apartments are also limited in the game. They don't have unlimited like housing or apartments. If you go play Elder Scrolls Online, you can buy a house on the Crown Store with real world money, and that's your house, and you will not have to worry about losing it or anything like that. If you don't play for like 90 days. If you don't log in for like 60 to 90 days or something like that in 14, you lose your house.
You get evicted?
You get evicted completely.
Oh, no.
So that's why I haven't owned a house. One, It's hard to get, and it's very competitive. Which right now it's not that bad being on it, like us being on the server that we're on. So there's still a lot of room, but if we're not playing constantly, and I'm like, me jumping around different games, it's kind of hard to stay in a house. But that's why they added the Island Sanctuary with the Endwalker expansion, which is you can have your own little island and have your own like place there, which is kind of a remedy, but not really. Yeah,
that's fascinating. Well, Trey would yell at us if we didn't get back to Titan. So.
Right. So another Titan appears in the boss in Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers in the Eden Raid series and serves as the final boss of the initial tier, manifested from the memories of the Warriors of Darkness via Eden's power. The primal needs to be defeated to restore life to the empty. Like all other primals created from memories, this version is different from the one on the source. This overall appearance was more humanoid and muscular with a little ponytail made with lava behind head. He wears 4 sharp circular devices which is used as armor and can relocate them on his hands to use in battle. He also able to transform into these vehicle for special attack. In the Savage mode, he gains the ability to grow in size and named Titan Maximum in this form. And then defeating Titan in both story and Savage modes rewards currency that can be exchanged for equipment with angelic white and gold appearance, along with other 3 encounters in the tier.
Cool.
Yeah. So he started getting more story relevant with 14 essentially. I would say 13. 13 is
11.
Yeah, 11, but 11 being 11.
I mean, it's God bless him. It may not have done a lot of good things, but at least it gave every summon a backstory.
That's true. That is very true. And then now we have 15, which is the game you're currently playing.
I am indeed, and I've already played this part.
So the Astral Titan is the summon who resides in the disk of Klothys. Klothys. He is roused by the Oracle Lunafreya and sends out a psychic message to draw Prince Noctis to him. Noctis must pass the trial in combat to forge his covenant. When summoned, a Titan uses a signature attack, Gaia's Wrath, to devastate the surrounding landscape. He is summoned when Noctis' allies are in danger, but can only appear in certain locations of the overworld.
Yeah, I beat him, but I have not summoned him yet.
Okay, so that's the one thing I did like about 15 is summons were location based depending on where you're at, which I thought was really cool. So if you're by the water, you're more likely to summon Leviathan. If you're in like an earthy terrain or mountains, you'll summon Titan, and then Ramu you can summon everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah,
because he's lightning. He's the essence of lightning. So,
which is really cool. I know we have been known to dump on 15 since the start of this podcast, but as I played it more, like even the summons when they happen, it's quite a spectacle. I think it even holds up against 16, which I know we won't talk about that much, but
right.
I think summons look a lot. I think they look really cool in 15.
Oh yeah. And then we have the newest game, Final Fantasy 16. So Titan is the Earth Elemental icon in the realm of Valistea. Gosh.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Whose dominant is Hugo Kupka, the Dalmekian. Okay. The Dalmekian Republic calls upon Kupta to prime Titan in the wars the nation partakes in, such as the Battle of Nyas. Kupka, however, uses his ability to prime Titan for personal gain. Titan is the largest icon known to the land, a granite skin giant. And when we say giant, that's an understatement. This Titan is freaking massive. He's taller than a mountain.
It's just like in 15, where a
gigantic giant humanoid.
Yeah. They do a good job of putting it in perspective on both games.
Yes, very much. And I just realized, I don't know why it just now dawned on me that Hugo's name is Hugo Kupka.
Mm-hmm.
Kupka being a name used in Final Fantasy, was it 6?
Oh no, you're thinking Kefka.
Oh, I'm thinking Kefka. Okay, my bad.
The 6 fanatics will be all over you on that one.
My bad.
No, it's close, but it's not the same thing. He's also a very good villain. I mean, we could talk a little bit about it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten to all his points in the story, so nothing spoiler for me with Titan specifically.
For you, yeah.
Yeah. His fights are probably the best fights so far that I've played. Like, specifically the last one, because okay, Titan and Ifrit duking it out in kaiju fights is fantastic. It's a little side tangent. That's the best thing about 16 is literally mainly kaiju fights.
Yeah.
In Final Fantasy, which is fantastic. It's great.
Yeah. It holds up for sure.
And
we can't talk about it too much yet. We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there eventually. And then we do actually I did add Final Fantasy Type 0 into this. So Titan is a golem class Adelan attained by completing the special order objective, the Crystal Wills. You take down the golem. During the Code Crimson mission, Machina's Struggle. And it's not possible during the first playthrough. Uses Megaton Punch, Ancient's Wrath, and Gaia's Stampede. His summoning radius is 2 to 1 meters, and his summon duration is 90 seconds. So. And then, last but not least, we do have a little bit of an etymology of Titan's name. So the Titans were members of the second order of the divine beings in Greek mythology. They were descendants of the primordial deities born from the chaos, and they preceded the gods of Olympus, who went on to overthrow them. And this is another thing. Go play God of War, I think 2? Or is it 3? It's one of the it's either 2 or 3 where Kratos actually makes a deal with some of the Titans to climb Olympus to kill Zeus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun
stuff.
God of War. I know. I
haven't played all of them, but at least I know the story.
I try. Well, yeah, I mean, it's Greek mythology. You're killing the gods. I'm aware of it.
Right. But, yeah, that's what we have on Titan. I would have to say this week's episode is probably one of our shortest episodes.
It is, yeah. I mean, Titan is just very, like we mentioned earlier. He's there, but he's never really, until we get to 16, he's never been a major player. And
I would say until, 11, which not everybody's played 11, so it's really, it didn't really start with most fans till 13, to where Titan actually started dealing with more of the plot. And the story of each game. I mean, 13, he was prevalent to where he was a guardian. 14, he's a main, actual boss you have to fight with story implications in the MMO. 15, obviously, story reasons. And 16, story reasons. So, it's the Titan's popularity has gone up in the most recent years compared to, from 10 or from 9 and before that.
Yeah, it feels like they're getting at this point in the series, they're getting a condensed amount of something. So we're going with the usual suspects. We're not going to start throwing in Quetzalcoatl or
right. They're going to have a main core of summons. They're going to that they'll specifically set for story purposes, and then they'll have other summons here and there just to have in game. Like with 7. With the 7 remake, we know we're going to get Ifrit, we know we're going to get Garuda and Titan and all them as summons.
No, we may not get Garuda. She was not in. I mean,
she
was.
Garuda wasn't in. Garuda wasn't in the remake, was he?
Mm-mm.
That's right. Leviathan was. No. Shiva. It was Shiva.
Shiva was in, yeah, for sure.
Leviathan is in Rebirth. Because if you have saved data of, I think, the remake / so you get 2 summons if you have saved data of the remake and saved data of the integrate. So if you have the remake saved data on your console or PC, or console, because it'll be PS5 first, you'll get Leviathan summon materia. If you have saved data of the intergrade chapters on your console, you will get the Ramu summon materia.
Interesting.
So you'll get those 2, and then obviously we'll definitely have Ifrit, because Ifrit.
Oh, is there? Yeah.
Ifrit's great. Ifrit's great in 16 because he looks awesome.
Yes, yeah. I can't. We just need to have a Patreon episode about it, because we need to be able to talk about it without dancing around.
Right. Hey, maybe that
need
to
finish it.
I do need. There's so many games. I have freaking Spider-Man 2 next week.
Yeah, but you don't do a Spider-Man 2 podcast. You do a Final Fantasy podcast.
That's true. I know. But I also do a Witcher podcast, and Star Wars, and Harry Potter. I do 4 podcasts.
Well, there's not a Harry Potter game to get in your way. I'm assuming you already beat.
I have 2 missions left on Hogwarts Legacy.
I haven't even bought it.
Oh, it's fun. It's on sale.
I'll get around to it. It's, again, I'm not adding to my backlog anymore.
That's fair. But do you have anything else to add for Titan?
No. Just no. I've been playing nothing else for Titan. I think we've said everything there. We've squeezed all the juice out of Titan.
Right. But. So, yeah, don't know where we're going next week, but it's either going to be, There's thinking
a pretty big one that we haven't talked about yet. Is very prevalent in 16.
Ramu?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he'd be up 2nd or 3rd.
Well, yeah, hey, maybe we'll go Ramu next time. So I was debating between Ramu or Leviathan, one of the 2.
Yes. I mean, we already know what the finale is going to be for the season.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. We already know this, the ending for this season, and we are not going to spoil that because it's that great.
If you play the games, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sure, you can guess who it is.
Yes. But with that being said, thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast, and may the crystals guide you. Thank you for listening to the Final Fantasy Lorecast. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can find us on Twitter at FFLorecast, and you can email us at fflorecast@gmail.com.